Alright, greetings. This is gonna be some videos of the project boat that my wife and I got this September. We're getting a boat, trying to fix it up for just family sailing off coast of Maine next summer. And it was, full disclosure, it was a pretty cheap boat. It was cheap. It, needs a lot of work, and we're pretty. I'm a school teacher, and my wife's a mother, so we're not rolling in dough to work on this thing. We're just trying to make do with what we can and balance this between, a house that needs to be fixed up and all types of other projects. So it's coming along. Anyway, here's what I've got so far. I didn't really plan on making a YouTube channel, so I just kind of took some random videos as I was doing stuff. All right, greetings YouTube. We're out here on the coast of Maine on a snowy, cold December day to work on my project boat, or my wife and I's project boat. I'm gonna call her sailing vessel Marbella. It's a 1970 Pearson 33. It needs a good amount of love, certainly some hull sanding and painting and a little bit of glass work on the keel, a number of other things, a little bit of work on the transom. There was an old bracket there that was removed. I'll give you a tour though. If I can climb up here without slipping off this snowy ladder. Snow's not so bad. I don't have her covered. People don't recommend that, but it's kind of expensive and I didn't have the choice. It's an Edson steering wheel, a number of old electronics that no longer work that will soon be removed. Let's brush this hatch off so that I don't fill her with snow. All right, climbing inside. I've been working on a lot of things over the last few months. We got pretty standard inside sailboats. Got like the higher level berths, benches in the middle, sink. There's the ice box, quarter berths in the back. The old stove, it's an alcohol stove. I already took it out and rebuilt it, so it works pretty good. Good find that we had. It came with a pair of nice stay cutters. These things are expensive, and I found them down in the bilge, so that's cool. The engine is an old universal diesel that turns over, but we'll see what becomes of it. Whoa. Close that up for a minute. The head here is what I was working on last time, so I took the toilet out entirely, and I'm gonna redo the plumbing today on a lot of the sinks and stuff. And I got the V-berth up here. New cushions and covers on them. Hatches up front will need to be replaced. It's got a big crack. This hatch will also be replaced. So, yeah, a lot of things. One thing's kind of cool is it's got 3 manual bilge pumps already installed. 1 in the cabin, 2 in the cockpit, but go figure, none of them work, so they're all whale gushers, so I'm going to rebuild them. Yeah, that's not much, but that's what we got going on so far. I'll take some better videos and show you what else. All right, so today I'm working on this whale gusher manual bilge. Came into the boat, cold December, bilge is full of ice. When I came here last time to pump it out and fill it with like antifreeze, none of the bilges work. So this is the interior one. I just took it out. It was a pain too. These screws were really seized. I had to hammer them out mostly. But I got this whale gusher. I bought the rebuild kit and was curious, why wasn't it working? Well, it now seems quite evident to me what the problem might have been. So I'm probably going to take this down to the sink here at the shipyard and clean this out really well. Then I'll take another picture of it. You know, this stuff's all nasty looking. But yeah, so hopefully I'll have to take a trip down to rip off Marine too and buy some hoses. These hoses here are not going to be, is it focused, reused. And hopefully at the time that I'm doing that, this space heater will warm this up enough that I can actually pump the water out of the boat. So yeah, that's the next step. All right, today we got another good New England winter day. Pouring freezing rain. I already took one casualty today. Called my car, hit the pylon at the tail end of the way in, slipping on ice and cracked my bumper. But that's okay, because I can zip tie it back together. What we're working on today is the plumbing, notably the drain pipe out the through hull from the head. So that includes where that through hull connects. Up here we got the vent loop, and then of course we got the pipes down there, the toilet's out over here. And cutting all these out, it was gonna try to install to that holding tank if we ever use it. Probably not. You know, this is the old Y valve to mess with that. It's soaking in oil right now to see if I can free it up and save 20 bucks. You can tell though, over here, it's actually fighting me on the way out, why I need to replace this hose. So, for starters, it looks pretty gross and it's brittle. But it looks even grosser if you look on the inside. You wonder how anything ever even got through there. Now maybe that could have been cleared up with vinegar or something, but at this point, this is a through hull connected hose. I don't think it's worth messing with that. It's actually a really expensive hose when you buy it, marine sanitation hose, but probably worth it to not have a poorly functioning toilet. So yeah, that's today's project. Well, here we are on a nice rainy day. Good idea to visit your boat on a rainy day, I suppose. But we got little drips. Is he gonna form? There he is. Coming off pretty much every single bolt that goes through the ceiling. And I think that's the mast step above this bulkhead. And definitely from these two chain plates. And if we go over to the engine, you know, the cockpit drains are dripping. That much I knew, because those are pretty nasty looking freaking pieces of hose, and that's just connecting the drain for the cockpit drains, and that's the bilge drain connected to it. But drip, drop, drip, drop. Oh, and this freaking window here is dripping all over everything, so got some Chinese drip drop torturing on me right now. Alright, so if you made it that far, you saw some of what I'm working on. I haven't taken too many videos, but here are just some pictures of other things I've been doing. You can tell I took the toilet out and rebuilt that. I took the stove out and then rebuilt that. And I rebuilt as all as best I could. This is on a pretty big, like pretty serious budget, so I can't go too crazy on it. There'll be a lot of work to come. You can tell from those pictures, like the engine needs a ton of new hoses and doohickeys, and the bilge drains will all need to be redone. I'll probably redo the whole bilge system. I'm working on the manuals now, but I'll do the electrics as well. And add in an extra electric, and then glass work all over the place, and it's gonna be a lot. And the goal this winter, rather, is just to get like the plumbing situated, and then in the spring we'll do some of the more hull based things and the painting, and get the engine all tuned up. We're not taking this thing to Tahiti this summer. I mean, I'm just hoping it gets out on Casco Bay in Maine, and get a good summer out on the coast, and we'll take it from there. So, but the priority is to make it as safe as possible. So making sure that the bilges and the plumbing and the hull integrity and any safety features. I'm probably not even going to go overboard in electric stuff, because I don't mind living without too much electric, and we can keep the sailing to day sailing. So that a lot of it will have to be done when I'm